All right, we apologize for that break out there. It was due to some unprecedented issues out there technically. So we are back talking sports right
Yeah,
here.
Victor, we are talking about the performance of the team Nigeria.
Yeah.
And I said maybe in the afternoon I'll bring a particular voice talking about the trainer of Enoch Adegoke. I
Yeah.
don't know how they actually did it, that they actually failed to take the man to Tokyo. This guy presently is in Germany, and he said clearly that don't know, some other people got accredited, but till now they failed to actually make it happen. And Enoch Adegoke actually tried work hard to make sure, talk to the NOC. I don't know till now. I don't know the work of Abu Gume, who happens to be the president of the NOC. I don't know till now. I can't really, because the man is not vivid enough. Nobody could. It's not accessible. You can't actually call him and talk to him about what is going on. But Victor, the team Nigeria, we need to be honest with ourselves. 200 million people. We have just a single bronze medal to show for our effort, and it's not too good for Nigeria.
Well, it's not good for us in any ways because we don't celebrate mediocrity right here. We are supposed to be guns blazing. We have potentials of about 15 to 20 gold out there. You know, our athletes, you look at these guys, Divine Oduduri, Blessing Oborodudu, Odunayo, Adekuroye. These guys in the world out there, globally, they are recognized because people see them and they respect them. They know what they can bring to the table. But the enabling environment for them to perform, it's not there. You see some of our athletes who are performing for other countries. I mean, you look at there was a race I saw yesterday. 2 out of the top 3 guys in there in the female category, they were Nigerians, Eze and
Victor. Let me ask you a question. Even Victor, the one that we are using presently, are we the one that trained them?
Okay.
80% of team Nigeria presently are trained abroad. Majority of them are having access to
on scholarship,
on colleges in England, in America, in the USA. That is just are we the one that actually trained them, or we are just trying to reap where we did not sow?
I mean, I look at the case of Enoch Adegoke, especially now. His case is quite intriguing, right?
Yeah, I knew when it was OAU. I knew.
Yes, throughout the lockdown, he was training by himself. He was, doing stuff, just to make sure that he was fit for all these things, so that anytime they called on them, they would be ready. And look at what he did. Look at the fact that he was not able to get
there's one particular fact we really have to tell ourselves. The fact remains that, yes, he qualified for the final. I appreciate that, but let's be honest with ourselves. Enoch Adegoke can make the podium in the final game.
You might want to say that, but
because if you look at the timing, it's on 10 seconds. All others, they are 9.8, 9.3, 9.6. It will be a bit difficult for him. But one fact remains that we really have to appreciate him.
But it's his first Olympics. What I'm saying is, first Olympics, he did his personal best, right?
Yes,
in the heat.
Let's give it to him. First time in 25 years.
I mean,
Nigeria will be running the final of the 100 meters.
Final of the 100 meters, and yes, he did that. Got his personal best. I'm saying if he had been given the enabling environment, he would have conditioned himself.
Yes,
better.
if we have the personal trainer. We have athletes or sports people that they are malingra. We really have to recognize that, because they got injured easily. People like that need a personal trainer that have to be with them always. I think Adegoke belongs to that category. That is why you always move around with that personal trainer. But unfortunately, one might not know what really happened. The man failed to make it to Tokyo.
So I don't understand.
And we noticed something now. Since Okagbare was disqualified, she decided not to talk, not to say anything. Last Saturday, remember what she said?
Yeah.
Talked about what is going on between Guso ministry and also Tonobo Kokoa. She came out, she said it clearly that all they understand is to fight about the football deal, $2.7 million. I don't know, maybe we are still going to go to court about the deal.
They're definitely going to track them.
Because I don't know how we'll get to this level. But we really have to give to this athlete that have decided to represent Nigeria. But I will not be surprised, Victor, down the line, if you see the like of Oduduru, Adegoke and co dump Nigeria. Similar thing happened, if you remember, Beijing 2008 or so, lack of Gloria Alozie, they actually dumped Nigeria to run for Portugal. They actually dumped Nigeria, they walked away. Because what is going on in this country?
The last Commonwealth Games, we had a lot of athletes performing for Bahrain, for some other countries. We have them in this present Olympics. We have our own team Nigeria athletes competing against other Nigerians who have nationalized with other countries. These are things that we need to be talking about, really, a conversation that we need to be having. And right now, I mentioned
we can't blame them. Remember, even in football last week, we all heard what this guy said, Leon Balogun.
Yeah.
I think it's high time we really have to sit down and look at it. If you really want to be partaking in international competitions, I've been saying it, I'll continue saying it, that there are no rules that says that Nigeria must take part in every competitions. If you are not, if you are not okay, if you don't have the money, if you don't have all the enabling environment, we are allowed, we can pull out. That is just it. Instead of going in there and embarrass ourselves. Look at what happened last week. You and I were discussing it there, that okay, the IOC gave out a particular phone only for Nigeria officials to go to the Team Nigerian camp and collect the phone back again. I don't know what is going on. Are we the only country in the world that everything that comes to Nigeria becomes difficult? But we want to go there and make impact. Now everybody is celebrating Eze Brume. For me, I am happy for Eze Brume, but not for Nigeria. I need to be honest with ourselves, because Nigeria can't be talking about bronze medal at this level, at this age. Yes, there was Sofian Bekali from Morocco. He won gold medal, 3,000 meters. But Nigeria, we are here talking about a particular, if country like Kenya, like Ethiopia can go in there and win gold medals, we are celebrating bronze medals. No. We need to be honest with ourselves, Victor. We need to be sincere and to be honest with ourselves. Let's hope that, yes, today we are in for, I think, 3 events that will fetch us medal. Yeah, Oboro Dudu, maybe silver or gold today. We might likely get that one. And also, we are guaranteed of getting a medal in that category. Yeah, either silver or gold from Oboro Dudu. But already in the semifinal we have Diva Oduduru, Okon George, she's out already, and Okoro Dudu, Oduduru.
Yes, Divine Oduduru
will be in action.
Will be in action. Athletics, 200 meters. We have Blessing Okoro Dudu will be in the final later on. I think 1 p.m. Yes, 1 p.m. That's when she'll be in the final right there. Chuks Enekwechi also will be in the men's shot puts qualification at 12 p.m. Then we also have Aminat Adeniyi, for the wrestling. We're also looking at Eze Brume, who has gotten us that lovely piece out there. Patience George also amongst those who are mentioned for the events today. So I think.
So no more Blessing Okagbari now.
What?
She's out. Maybe she's back in the United States. I don't know what is going on. This lady Okagbari always wants to represent Nigeria, but it's like she always ended up being frustrated. I don't know. That's happened again for her. But let's hope that the people in charge will do the right thing and make things work in Nigeria. Victor, it's not the way to go. Victor, let's move on. Let's talk about Olympic football. Definitely. Yes, because today we have two key games coming up. In about.
I was excited yesterday about the women results.
We have 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah, Canada in the final, Sweden in the final.
Yes, I think it's been brilliant from Sweden.
Yes, they play in the final of Euro 2062.
Yeah.
So they are in the final of this one. They deserve to be there. Remember, in the opening game, defeated USA 3-0. They actually
all the things that they have done this tournament.
They wallop them 3-0. Canada too. I think they actually escaped Brazil in the quarterfinal via penalty shootout. Their captain Kel lost the first penalty kick, but they have to turn their goalkeeper.
Canada has been also.
They are on the rise.
And I think it's been wake up calls for the US team, rather Team USA at the Olympics, because before the Olympics we saw how it was for them
at the World Cup.
Their male and female.
Yes, you know what? I think for the female team of the United States, I'm talking football now. I think they were a bit distracted with the case of Megan Rapinoe and co. Remember what happened when they won the World Cup? Remember all the issues that has to do with the equal pay of a thing? I think they were a bit distracted. Even till now, they were yet to put themselves together. Megan Rapinoe failed to perform in this competition.
I think. Well, for me, I do not even expect that they will bring her, because for all the sea of talent that they have in there, Megan Rapinoe is quite aged, and I thought maybe they would let her rest a bit or something. And there are other figures that they can always push up to out there to try to help them make something happen. But it's quite sad that they are going down like this. And I think also that, aside what you mentioned, I think one of the problems they had was the fact that they underrated quite a number of teams. They didn't expect that some teams would have stepped up in quality like they did at this tournament. Well,
Victor, football game on now between Mexico and Brazil. 16 minutes is still goalless. Mexico, the highest scoring side. Their last game in their quarterfinal, they actually scored 6 goals. Brazil scored 1, but Brazil has a particular player in their team, Richarlison. This guy has been wonderful for them in this competition. I think they have scored 4 or 5 goals in this competition, and there's a big game for both sides, Mexico and Brazil. Brazil, the defending champion, they won it in 2016 at home. Remember the likes of Neymar and co. And this time around again, they have a big game currently going on. And later again today, we'll be seeing Japan playing against Spain, the host country. Spain, the last time they won medal at the men football was in 1968, if you remember. So this is an opportunity for them again to actually go in there. Spain too, they will not be convincing, just like what they did at Euro 2020, the low scoring side, but their last game against Ivorians, they actually scored 3 goals in the extra time, 5 goals to 2, and they still have about 6 players that play at the Euro 2020 in their team. The like of Oyan Zaba, Daniel Homo. They are still part of the team. Una Simon, the goalkeeper, they are still there in the team. Victor, let's hope that this game will live up to expectations. Olympics gradually going to an end. I think 5 days to go for the Olympics. So I think football will be back. Victor, let's talk football. What is going on in the world of football? We are starting from Italy. Diego Cellini have signed a new 2-year deal with Juventus. Now I think they're actually planning for the World Cup. They still want him to be around for Italy at the World Cup. Diego Cellini. That means with that deal, that will make it 18 years with the Turin giant, and he has won 14 major titles in 16 years with Juventus, including 9 consecutive Italian titles between 2011 to 2020. I think we have to give it to Chiellini. I think the height of his career happened this year. They won the Euro 2020, PRing Leonardo Bonucci at the heart of Italian defense.
Italian defense, quite huge for them. Chiellini, defensive stalwart, he's got some years under his belt, looking at the way they play out there in Italy. But a lot of questions to be asked about who comes next after these guys, right there. I think Juventus and the Italian squad have been on the search for someone, a mainstay who will be doing it, but it's not looking likely. And Juventus are still looking to do some more business. So,
yeah, I think they are looking in direction. This guy, I don't know what's going on with him. He actually went to Italy to learn the art of defending. I'm talking about Mati Delic. But I think he has failed to live up to expectation. He's not getting it right playing for Juventus. But I still believe he's a good defender. He's young. He's vibrant.
But I think it still has some things to do with the struggles of Juventus as a team in itself, But hopefully this season we'll be looking at what Max Allegri will be helping the team to do, in the coming season, because a lot of questions have been hanging in the balance. The time under Maurizio Sarri, the time under the last gaffer, a lot of questions about who is going to help them. Andrea Pirlo did not exactly do well, although we know that you can save him the face because he didn't expect to be pushed out fastly.
Victor, before we go, let's talk about what is going on right there at the Tottenham Hotspur. Well, yesterday this guy Harry Kane, the England captain, refused to appear in training for Tottenham Hotspur. And what is going on with Daniel Levy? What is he trying to do? It's like he's not ready to allow Harry Kane to move on. The way he has been doing his normal character with all the players that has left the club. What is going on with Daniel Levy?
You already know Daniel Levy is a very hard man to bargain with. He's a businessman, he's a business mogul, and you have to be really careful when you hang around him. He has that reputation already. I think Harry Kane played himself into trouble in here also because Manchester City, who is longing to play for, who is longing to move to, they are not the kind of club that will rush to make a signing. And Daniel Levy, his own case is, bring the money, bring the valuation that I've given to you, and then I'll do business.
No, but the bottom line is he's asking above 100 million for Harry Kane.
It's call, his valuation. They are the ones who is.
But definitely Harry Kane is a top player because this guy has scored 221 goals for Tottenham Hotspur. I think the Daniel Levy to really have to help Harry Kane because Harry Kane has been wonderful for that. I think he has been wonderful.
I'm not saying he's not been wonderful, but
he stayed committed, stayed true to that club. But I think Harry Kane will have stayed with Tottenham Hotspur if Tottenham Hotspur has lived up to expectation. If Tottenham Hotspur has gotten to the level of Leicester City, winning the league, winning the FA Cup, I think Daniel Levy remained the number one problem of Tottenham Hotspur because he kept on signing mediocres. A player, okay, when he sold Gary Bale, he brought in 6 or 7 players that all of them they all failed. Like the lack of Eric Lamela and co. He brought all of them in. 6 players.
Zero. That came after they sold Gareth Bale that was staying, and they used the money to get a couple of.
Lot of.
I think it also has to do with the managers they have been employing. It's been imbalanced, so to speak. Like getting, who was there before Mauricio Pochettino, then getting a Mauricio Pochettino, then getting a Jose Mourinho, and then now Nuno Espirito Santo. The mix going about.
I don't know.
It's not going to be easy to
because I think this one Daniel Levy will find his hands full with Harry Kane. Harry Kane is an English boy. all the players tried it that with before in the past happened to be a foreigner.
Well,
But now this is an Harry Kane. I think Daniel Levy will find it so difficult.
I don't
because
think so. You know why? You know what? The problem exactly is not just Daniel Levy. That's why I said it's complicated, because now Manchester City themselves, we expected that Harry Kane's deal will be done and dusted by now. But they're a club that they don't rush. They don't.
No, you know what?
Into it.
Man City is working behind the scene. They
Yeah.
are the one all
Yeah,
these
saying
things.
they
Are
are
the
saying-
one behind this thing. Okay, you have to force yourself. You have to do this. They will be the one twinkling with the player behind.
They are twinkling.
They are
in
tapping.
behind. They are tapping. But Daniel Levy would never let you go for less than that. That's the
But
truth.
I think Daniel Levy will find this one difficult. Let's wait and see.
He's not going to do business less than
I mean,
that.
yeah, let's
He
talk.
knows his
Yeah,
onions.
Victor.
He has a contract.
I'm beginning to look at something might happen maybe on the final day of the deadline.
Yeah.
Well, Lukaku might return to Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, there's a strong possibility. But the thing now is, Inter Milan at first they said they were not ready to do business.
But now they are saying anything will be
Now
above
it's like,
100 million.
We want to do business, but it has to be above
100 million.
pounds.
They said, okay, we'll give you money plus Marcos Alonso, and
But the thing is, at first it also looked like Lukaku was keen on just staying there. But I think the fact is, Inter Milan have some financial problems going on. That's why they have been letting off some players. That's why they are trying to, look at the team and see if they can reduce the squad. So it's going to be a lot of questions in the coming days. What happens with?
but if Lukaku return to Stamford Bridge, I think the guy will be extremely happy. If he's former Chelsea player, and it's like the way he was shipped out of Manchester United, the guy was not happy.
He definitely would be looking to.
The guy was not. I think we really have to be honest.
To prove-
The way they actually pushed him out. Lukaku is not a bad player for me. Yes, he's not skillful. You can't really compare him to the like of Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever.
Skillful. I mean,
It's
there
not
are things
skillful.
that we call skills.
Yeah, definitely. There are basic skill in football.
Yeah.
That's normal. But we have exceptional skill.
Well, let's say aesthetically pleasing skills.
Yeah, we have exceptional skill. The like we see Ronaldo, Messi, Ronaldo. These are exceptional skill. But the basic skill in football is kicking, passing, chesting, heading, throwing. These are normal. These are skills that you need. Basic skill you need to play football. Tell me special thing in Lampard or Gerrard. They are direct player. They don't really have this additional skill. How many times do you see Gerrard or Lampard with leg over? They are not, but they are direct player. But yet they are successful.
Yeah.
But for me, the way they treated Lukaku, Victor, at Old Trafford, not the best.
All right.
Well, we have to go.
Well, we have to run off.
We have to
run
go.
off now.
What
We
you have to know, what shall come your way again. My name is Samson Adedeji, the sport evangelist.
All right, my name is Victor Makefa. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a wonderful day out there. It's a Tuesday. We're outside.